Trade war confusion. China pushing back after President Trump indicated that the U.S. is negotiating with the world's other biggest economy.
We are going to have a fair deal with China. It's going to be fair.
Are you talking to them actively now?
Actively. Everything's active.
Mr. President, has there been any direct contact between the U.S. and China on trade at all?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And
every day.
Overnight, multiple Chinese officials denying that there have been talks. One saying, quote, there are no trade negotiations between China and the U.S. Any claims about progress are unfounded. Another adding, quote, if it's a fight, we will fight to the end. If it's a talk, our door is open. Trump has been softening his tone, but not the massive tariffs he's placed on Chinese imports that have largely fueled global economic anxiety.
We're dealing with a lot of countries right now, and could be with China, but maybe we'll make a special, a deal, and we'll see what it will be. Right now, it's 145%. That's very high.
While still down significantly from post-inauguration highs, the market's creeping up Wednesday, closing higher for a second straight day, with investors buoyed by the White House's optimism that a trade deal to lift the tariffs could be struck with China. The White House now facing both economic and political pressure over the Trump tariffs. At Southern California ports, the number of ships set to arrive with the imported goods from China in the first week of May now expected to be down 44% from last year. On Monday, the CEOs of Target, Walmart, and Home Depot personally lobbying the president on tariffs, reportedly warning about the possibility of product shortages or even empty shelves. While another business leader, GOP megadonor Ken Griffin, who has been critical of the trade war, speaking out yesterday.
The United States was more than just a nation. It's a brand. It was like an aspiration for most of the world. And we're eroding that brand right now.
So a dozen states are now taking action against President Trump's tariffs. In a lawsuit, the states claim the White House is illegally imposing tax hikes on Americans through tariffs. The president claims the International Emergency Economic Powers Act gives him the authority to respond to unusual and extraordinary threats. The lawsuit argues his use of that law is an overreach. It notes the Constitution only gives Congress the power to collect taxes and duties.
Congress has enacted various laws that allow the president to implement tariffs under certain conditions and, most importantly, certain safeguards. And it's these conditions and safeguards that the president doesn't like.
Oregon is one of the states that joined the lawsuit, along with Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, and New York. Last week, two other lawsuits were filed over the president's tariff policy, one by California and another by a group of small U.S. businesses.